Hello. Okay. So, I think everything is working. We left off with this room, which is, for some reason, required in ancient catacombs, despite being extremely hard. When I finished streaming, I posted a question in H&S, and I've been aggressively ignoring the thread for a bit. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna go with Bomber 50's reply. Kaylin's reply implies that there's something I'm not using, which there is nothing in the room that I'm not using in my attempts at a solution, so I don't know what that's about. Okay, 28, 25. Okay. And leave the on glitch at 28, 17. Okay, this doesn't seem like it can work, but I'll test it anyway. Like, the Elmtwitch is going to move northwest as soon as it's able to move. It's not going to press the button that it needs to press, right? But let's give it a try. No? Okay, I don't know why it does that, but that's fine. Why did that work now? Alright, I don't know why it works now when it never worked before, but I guess I'll just accept that. Alright. Cool. Halfway. We're in the, what looks like the penultimate chapter, so that tells me that maybe a little under half of the contents of the game are in secret stuff. Actually, way more than half, since I've done a bunch of the secret stuff as well. Maybe not a high percentage, but I've done a fair bit of it. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, I wandered back here instead of going to the level exit. Here we go. Mual hats. Mual hats. Oh, hi. Awkward. Let's go back to the corner, shall we? So, Ah, this says main Elmtwitch bats, doesn't it? Okay. And since I'm entering the room from here, the Elmtwitch doesn't get stuck, and I can move on. Looks like my plan was to go around in a loop, which means we're moving from one horrible monster to another, this one being invincible but tied to a chain. The process of chrome plating has been invented twice in the history of the Eighth. The original inventor, whose name was lost in the mists of time, took his idea to the archivist's headquarters and said, "You guys deal with knowledge, right? I've just discovered the secret to making metal resistant to ore mines." They said, "What use is that?" It could revolutionize food production, mining, and countless other technologies. I have figures that show that the cost of repairing ormite damage and replacing unsalvageable equipment has risen over the last 10 cycles to... They said, but you are asking us to replace all our equipment with this new metal of yours. Think of the amount of paperwork that would involve. And the inventor sighed and slunk away and died penniless. Many centuries later, his discovery was repeated by Sneedle Frogbird, who took it to the archivist and said, "Yo, dudes, ormite-resistant metal. You know what that means? Nigh unstoppable, red-eyed, sharp-toothed, clattering and clanking killing machines." He died a millionaire. Okay. Yeah. Gentrii are a weird element, and they're kind of hard to teach, I feel like. Yeah, don't do that. I know that Dying Fletchman made an attempt to make a hold about advanced Gentrii tactics as well. I'm pretty sure what we need to do here is... Not that. I think I need to go past it and get it onto the other side of the door. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Well, good, but not necessarily perfect. Let's try this. Oh, wait. I accidentally fixed it while thinking about how can I fix this. Alright, good. Let's go west. So, what is... I guess I just need this golem's help to not, yeah, to block that off the right way. I guess this works, probably. At least at first. Got one of the orbs. That's a success. I don't quite know what I did right the first time, so I'm having some difficulty replicating it. Okay, this might help. No, maybe not. Okay, that works, kind of. Works if I turn around and do this. Okay, so now I need to get the ones on the north side, which I'm a little less sure how to approach. Maybe like that. Okay, I think I'm starting to see how this kind of works. Not to the point where I think I could put it into words, but I think I kind of get it. Anyway. Perfect. Let's go. Oh boy. We've got several things in here. Going up there doesn't do anything. Do I want the rattlesnake to hit this? Well, I don't think I could kill it if I did that. Never mind the fact that that's south, and rattlesnake can't really be pushed to the south. Where am I supposed to start with this? I mean, I could hurt or kill the rattlesnake like that. I guess what I should do is try to push it in there now that I've made it short enough to die to that hot tile. Although that still involves trying to push something south, which is really unpleasant to try. There might be a setup here for it. Yeah, okay, that's what that's for. Great. What do I do after that? I guess I want the roach to go there. How am I to reach that? I don't see any way to put the guard between the Gentry Eye and where I need to go. Like, because of where the guard wants to be, there's not really any way to put him where I need him to go. He'll always be in the wrong part of the room relative to the Gentry Eye, basically no matter what. I think because he knows the chains to be obstacles, he's never going to go to the region to the west of the head. Like, there's just no way to put it there. There's not really any way I can keep him there if he starts there either. I can make him kill the roach, but then there's no way to kill him still. Wait. Am I just supposed to... Okay. For some reason it didn't occur to me that I could go there. Alright. That's on me. What's this do? Alright, so don't do that. This has to be the right start. I don't need to get back past it somehow. quite enough to do that, but I don't want to do that. There should be another tile southward that I can go from here, but there's not. Maybe I'm supposed to do that or blast. I don't see a way to get past him from this orb. The only way I could survive would be to go through there, which closes the door that I need to stay open. There just isn't enough space to maneuver around this chain chomp after hitting either of the orbs. Let alone after hitting both of them. I can do that, but that seems extremely counterproductive. And it is. It is extremely, very counterproductive to break the wall. Here, I can't even go past it because it just blocks the entire path. What magic sequence am I missing that lets me get past this from here? Okay, somehow that worked. I don't really know how or why that eventually worked, but it did, so whatever. Good enough. Then tangle it around this so it won't hit the orb or the that. So it won't be on either pressure plate. Ah, okay. I'll just continue this way. So, what's the deal here? I need these 3 plates to go. To press that, to kill that. Sure. And why is this going here? Actually, how do I leave? I guess I just press that. So I don't think that I want anything to be spawned. Oh yeah, its head is pinned to that arrows. Its head is pinned to the force arrows, which makes it completely impossible for the roach queens to ever go to the south of it. So they have to stay to its north. Something like that. And pull this here. I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, no. Them to spawn as I get here so that they'll stay. No, then that won't stay. Maybe I want one of them to go keep the chain in place. Somehow. Yeah, that can't work. Also, somehow that queen spawned something? How did that happen? So, no queen can be south of the Gentry Eye, all of them have to be north of it. Which means that the southmost plate has to be pressed by the Gentry Eye's chains. And since there are 3 plates, the options are 2 queens on plates, or and the Gentry Eye on the 3rd one, or like 1 queen on 1 plate, the Gentry Eye on 2 of the others. or the Gentry somehow occupying all three of them. Like, those are the only three things that are options. But if it's in position when I come take this, then it'll just move out of position. Unless there's something blocking it. But if I spend up an entire queen blocking the Gentry just so that it'll stay in position, then I don't get to use that queen to hold a button down. I guess I can do this, but this doesn't press all three of the buttons. It only presses two of them, at most. And it won't keep the queen on the button at all. The only way this could work is for the queens to spawn when I go through here, I guess. But doing that causes this queen to spawn, and then that's impossible. Also, the queen runs away, and the Gentry slips off the plate anyway, so that's pointless. I guess I could have them spawn before I take the potion. I don't think that'll work either. No, this can't work. I need to have a queen spawn across to the other side so that there is a roach over there, and then use that to hold some buttons. And I think I can do that. I don't think I can go over there, though. So this would require me to push the roach over into position while I'm over on the other side. Well, no, this can't work because the roach will just try to go west. And there's no way whatsoever to keep the roach from going west. That roach would stay in position for a little while, I guess. That's not what I was trying to do, is it? I'm not sure what I was trying to do. am thinking... The Gentry never wants to go west. The Roach never wants to go west. The Queen never wants to go east, if I'm to the east of these arrows. So maybe I'm supposed to use one of these queens to actually block the Gentry from moving. So that it stays on its plate. And then the other queen could maintain the other plate somehow. I don't know how, but it could maybe. This is kind of a pain though. Okay, there. Now those two are stuck. I don't know how to ensure that the third plate stays down, but I guess I'll try. Like, I don't think this queen's gonna stay, right? Maybe it will. Okay, is this going to work then? Yes. You just have this awkward timer is all. You have to start exactly like this and go do exactly this, I guess with a 5-turn delay. Alright, that got rid of that. Now I just get to kill the remaining things. I guess this room is about how queens spawn across Gentry chains. I don't see what else this room could be teaching for the most part. Alright, I guess I'll just go this way since this is where I am. Oh boy, what is this? There's an awful lot of things in this room, I'll say. We have a Segundo, we have a bunch of ortho squares. I'm supposed to press, I guess, every one of these. Pressing all of these causes the Gentry to do that. Why do I want that? That's why there's ortho squares, because it won't explode on the ortho square. Okay, those are broken walls. So there's like a weird hyper timer going on. Queen, I guess? Start this. Like, I literally can't move north without it instantly exploding. Guess I have to do it in a very extremely specific way. Why did this room need a 30-turn timer on top of everything else? Like, what about the rest of what this room's puzzle is about required that it also have an extremely hyper-strict timer? How is this supposed to work? Would it, though? This really doesn't read trivial without timer to me. But I don't see how I'm supposed to kill this wall. There's basically no opportunity to turn north for any length of time at all. How am I supposed to destroy this wall? There's nowhere that I can go that I would be able to turn north for any length of time at all. Like, if I'm close to the wall, the only ormites I can use are this one. And no matter where the Facundo starts, I don't have time to get to the wall and turn north before it's in the wrong position where I can't turn north anymore. This is the only ormites I can use for that. Oh, somehow that worked now. I don't know how. Whatever. And of course that's not good enough because hyper-efficiency. What did I even do? Exact same position as this. I don't know, it works now. Sure. Okay, maybe that's enough time until then. I at least found that fairly tricky to get right. Because of needing to turn north right there. Anyway. This is a secret room. This way, for an optional level that will teach you more about how and when Gentriai straighten their chains. Advanced knowledge that won't be needed anywhere else in the hold. I should go through it. I guess you get to be the secret room if you did that. The secret room is the reward for learning this, probably. Wrecking yard. The end result of any manufacturing process is a certain number of finished products and a certain number of defects. Instances where, for example, the pathfinding module has gotten mixed up with the taste detectors, so the whole unit has to be scrapped just in case when it gets switched on it immediately decides that the creators must be rather delicious. However, when a monster is designed to be as near as possible unkillable, breaking it up for scrap is no easy task. The most reliable and repeatable procedure is to have another Chrome Colossus ram the defect head-on until it falls apart. But this requires making yet more of these metal monsters, some of which will also be defective, and so even more must be produced to get rid of those, and so on. Alright. Yep. I think, am I supposed to be able to make it there? Oh, maybe I'm just supposed to retoggle this. Sure. Was that good? I don't... How is this supposed to work? How is this supposed to work? I mean, like, I get that it straightens when the door is closed and doesn't when the door is open. But I don't see any way, since I don't have a way to directly open the door, these timers, as they're built, don't allow me to close the door and open it within the correct spacing at all. Like, there's no combination of them that works. Okay, I guess that works then. Weird. Alright. So... I guess I need... Wait. Why? I guess I'm just supposed to leave back to the south at the end of the room? Okay. Does that. This does that. Okay. Sure. Did I want that? Okay, the goal is to... The goal is undoubtedly to kill these roaches. So I need that door to be open. So I need to open it with that. I would like for... I don't know. But I can't move while that's happening, so... Huh? Am I supposed to do something with this mirror? I don't feel like that helped. Maybe it did though? Sure. Okay. I guess I want that so I can kill the roaches by diagonal sword. Sure. Then this does that. Great. Yes. Probably, maybe not. I want this, but not that. So I guess I did that right. So I can press this. And that happens. Oh, that's bad, apparently. But I don't have any tools to change what it does after this point. Like, this is designed in such a way that you can't kill the roaches without destroying the mirror. So I can't recover the mirror. I can't reopen these doors to be able to recover the mirror or kill the roaches. So I don't have anything whatsoever in the room that I can use to manipulate this situation. So, what? What am I supposed to be able to do here? There's literally nothing in the room that I can use. Like, I'm stuck exactly here. And there is absolutely no way to make it stay on that plate. Huh? I can't use the mirror because I had to use it up. I had to break it to be able to kill the roaches. So there's no way to get the roaches out of here. There's no way to get the mirror out of here. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Yes, that makes sense. Okay. So, take a wild guess as to which way to put that. And see if it works. That wasn't correct. I guess I want the mirror to be south of it. When it's walking into place. Like that. Or no, I want the mirror north of the plate. This, I have to say, like, this comes up intermittently throughout this hold. There's this design principle where you know, instead of just letting the player press a plate that doesn't do anything useful for the player before, like, the room is solved, you instead have the plate initiate a failure state, instead of just letting the player push it when it shouldn't do anything anyway, and then resetting them when the player leaves or something. I mean, I guess this one makes sense because you don't want the mirror to be allowed to be on the plates, but, like, this could be a toggle. This could toggle that plate instead of closing it, since opening the way to open the way for the Gentry closes this door anyway. This could have been toggled so that you can't leave the mirror there, instead of being closed so that you have to avoid accidentally stepping on it. Like, it's not a big deal, but it's a mild inconvenience that happens often, just barely often enough for me to find it kind of annoying. When I'm trying to set something up, accidentally bumping into plates that don't even do anything yet shouldn't be a failure state. I don't know if I'm explaining it very well, but I don't know, it's something I'm very cautious of when building rooms myself. It's like, if I'm trying to ask the player to set something up, so that after they leave the area some other entity will push the plates, I try to make it so that there's no bad consequences for accidentally pressing the plates, so that, so that they reset, whatever it is the plates do resets as you go to check your solution, quote unquote. Anyway. Well, we're kind of forced into that much. And then I need to hold things in some kind of order anyway. Well, I need something to hold that and that. If I just go here, the Gentry does that kind of naturally, but then moves. Then, after... Hold on, what's this? Not that. Okay. Maybe I just want this here? Or, no, there. There. Then do this. I can't stand still, so there's no way for it to straighten. Am I just supposed to... this? No, because the mirror prevents it from exploding in the first place. There's no way to make it straighten when I have to keep moving. And if I let it straighten before getting on the hot tiles, then it just does that. What could I be missing here? This is the only way to make it start out on both of those, but this doesn't work. I don't see what other option I have besides trying to do it exactly like this and failing. That certainly isn't going to work. Nothing that puts the mirror on the fuse is going to work. I can't see a way for this to work. There's only so many places that I can put the mirror. I don't think any of them are useful, apparently. None of them appear to be very useful. Do I want it like this? I don't think this will work either. No, this winds up the same situation as we had before. I don't see how to create any other situation. Like, either the Gentry starts out not on the plate and there's no way for it to go onto the plate, or it starts out on the plate and there's no way for it to readjust its chain while I'm in the area that I need to be in, without me just dying to the hot tiles. Like, those are the only two options that there are. Either it's on the plate or it's not, and if it's on the plate, then I can't get it off of the plate, and if it's not on the plate, then I can't get it on the plate. Kind of irrespective of whether the mirror is there or not. The mirror has basically no bearing on this problem, apparently. Guess I could do this. No, wait, I can't do that because the mirror blocks the fuse from exploding. I keep forgetting about that, because that seems like the right way to solve the problem, since no amount of messing with the Gentry allows this plate to be held down when I need it to be. Or not held down when I need it to not be. Both of those at the same time. Seems unachievable. Like, there's nothing else I can do. I have a mirror and I have a gentry eye, and neither one can hold this plate and then stop holding this plate when it's supposed to. The mirror could do it if the fuse didn't go right past it. If the fuse went around this plate, then that could be done with the mirror. The gentry eye absolutely cannot do it. If the gentry eye is on the plate, then it will stay on the plate forever, and there's no way to get it off. If the gentry eye is off the plate, then it stays off the plate forever, and there's no way to put it on. Like, the whole bomb setup is completely pointless, because just the only thing that ever happens is this situation here gets recreated, where you can pull the gentry eye onto the plate, but it won't get off. Or you can put it off the plate and it won't go on. I don't see how the bomb or the mirror is supposed to be remotely useful to this situation. This could work if it was not a force arrow, but it's a force arrow, so this can't work either. If it was just a door instead of being a force arrow, then this would work. But for some reason it's a force arrow. At this point, I'm just brute forcing every possible place that the mirror can be, that it would be affected by the bomb, and every place the gentry eye can be with the mirror in said position, because I don't see any way to actually analyze this and come up with a solution. There's just nothing that actually works. Apparently that position is unsurvivable. Sure. That's too far. That's literally the only thing the mirror can do. So I don't see how that could be not the right idea, because that's the only thing the mirror can do to help. Is prevent the Gentry from moving, and going north is the only way that it can really block, because of where things start out. Like, what other options do I potentially even conceivably have? Like, I guess I could put it there, but then the Gentry will just go past it as soon as I try to light the fuse. And then I'm in the same exact situation as always. I can't just hold this plate that I need held down, because as previously established, it just stays on the fuse forever. You can only block the Gentry from moving east if I am exactly in the same row. And I have to get out of the exact same row to light the fuse, which I have to do. So it blocking the Gentry from moving east doesn't help. Can't help. Like, there's no way to place it so that the Gentry will stay in that column in the northmost row. Because either I just die to the bomb, or I have to turn my sword and the Gentry goes past it. Like, there's no way for the mirror to be to the east exactly of the Gentry's head in this column. On that spot. If it's east of the head, then it's not in that row. Can't do that in this column because there's a bomb in the way of where the head would have to be. This does not look remotely useful. And it's not. There is no way in which this is useful. don't see how blocking it from going east in that row is even supposed to help. Because all that's going to happen is exactly what happens when the bomb is blocking it. It just immediately goes where it wants and winds up in the same problem as always. Like, this doesn't solve the main issue of the Gentry always being in a position that's completely unhelpful. Even if I could magically put the Gentry in exactly that position up there, that still won't help. I don't really know what this has to do with chain straightening, other than that being what makes it impossible. Like, if the idea of the room is not to use the mirror to make the Gentry straighten its chain in a specific way, then what does it even have to do with the thing that this level is supposed to be teaching? Like, yeah, as you walk in, you see that, of course, it won't straighten its chain if you're in motion. That seems to be the problem, but, like, I don't know. YouTube is being itself again. I have Caravel chat open. If you can't get anything else to work, you could send through a private chat if you want. Yeah, YouTube is just a little broken. It always has been, but its current way of being broken includes that it just decides that some messages are spam and filters them, even for just absolutely no reason whatsoever. No, it's fine. It's just like... I'm being annoyed at YouTube, just for the record. Yeah, this... Gentry are feared for a reason. It's not bad enough that they're a completely invincible version of the roach that can also be brained. Their chains in and of themselves are a cosmic horror unto untold proportions. Just imagine if that feature request for making everything chained got through. But yeah, it's not your fault if YouTube decides that it doesn't want to show a message. I don't really know what the problem is. Alright. That shows because CaravelNet isn't terrible. Like this. And then south of it. South of it? That doesn't look very helpful. That seems to have the same problem as always. I mean, we've had a problem with Twitch before, thinking that... Yeah, we've had a problem with Twitch disliking the word Fagundo before, so that was fun. Is that it? Yes. Okay, sure. That was not obvious, at least, I would say. Let's see. There's a lot of... What's this? So this, and that. To press this button. To be allowed to go that way. But why do I need to go that way? What I really need is to reach this. You just have a raw Gentry here with nothing to block it with, really. And I guess I can... push the blade, I don't know. Does that help me? Does that even let me out of this area with the door? I guess so. It lets me do this, but I don't feel like I made any progress by doing that. Being able to exit that door doesn't seem particularly helpful. Since what I really need to do is get north, not west. How did that help? How is this door supposed to help? then this, and this doesn't seem to help very much at all. I can get over here, and this is a corner that I can be in. Great. How does being in this corner help? How does being in the southwest corner help? I need to get over here. North is where I need to go, not south. That's... There's no doors that I can just close on this thing's body. Chains. I mean, if I could get this door open, then I would be most of the way there, but there's no way to get north of the Gentry on it. Doesn't even look very... Like, why open this door? What is this supposed to do? What does opening that door help? It's just a place that I can't really enter from. Oh, is that it? Okay, fine. I guess this door did help somehow. Somewhat. Now we have a different problem. I can only exist in so many locations here. And none of them seem to actually achieve what I need achieved. Somehow the back one has to be pressed without the front ones being pressed. Without the middle. How can I press the back and not the middle? Pretty much always does all three of them at the same time, except maybe the front one. Something that this side working was supposed to help me understand. Here what you need is the back and the middle, and it's really easy to do them because they are nice and adjacent like that. Is that the idea? I guess that's the idea. You can't fix it if it's already broken, but you have to prevent it from being broken in the first place. Right? Why is there just an eye in here? Is this room supposed to be solvable right now? It sure looks like a room I'm supposed to come in from some other direction. I don't really have any means to press that button, as I can tell. What? What? Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, I thought, for some reason, that killing the eye was causing the Gentry eye to notice me. That's obviously not how that works, which is what really confused me. I thought I was breaking stealth or something. Okay. Yeah, alright. This is not nearly as complicated as I was making it out to be. You just do that, that's all. What do I do here? We probably need that to hold this plate down, I guess. And I'm not sure about that. I guess I'll just try to get this guy out first. How do I close this? Actually, what is my goal here? Do I want this to press that plate? So this plate opens the shallow waters. That opens those, which are then reclosed again. Okay. So the goal is to put this on those like that. Sure. And then I can reopen it and presumably start over. Or not. No, now it's stuck there. So I probably messed up in the first place because it should be coming from the northeast. It should be coming from a diagonal direction like that, I think. Something like this. So that try to do the other one instead. Oh, no. That one doesn't work at all. Do I need it to be precisely on the diagonal spot? Like exactly like that? That seems like that should work. Oh wait, no, it can't work. So I want it to be off the diagonal so that it will straighten and let me out. But then I guess I just don't... Okay. I want to reopen everything like that. I do want to reset things. That's all. Okay, and then I need to find a way to get it onto the vertical part of that, so that it will straighten horizontally. So maybe something involving this little tunnel. Something. The trouble is there's not a wall over to the west that I can use to get it into position. So I just kind of have to try to make it behave. Now it's not on the plate at all, so it's not going to work. Yeah, I really need something that keeps it from... Should I be doing it from the... I guess it starts in a good position to go where I want for the west, for this. And then I'm supposed to do that first so that I can make the other one work at all. That makes sense. Then these things are to make it easier to turn it around and get it against the wall. So then you can do what's needed here. Okay. Very nice. If north is the level exit, I guess I should do the south rooms first, so let's start by going this way then. What is the deal / goal here? When you press this, it opens that. When you press this, it opens that. Sure. I guess this one looks like it should be easiest to deal with, maybe? What am I actually supposed to achieve here? I mean, I can't have that in both ways at once. This one actually makes some kind of sense. I don't, like, what even? How? Okay, yeah, that one works. So I'm supposed to make that happen here too? I guess. Or is the point that I need that to not straighten until I'm ready? Okay. And then I can pull things along too. Okay. So this one, you have to do it simultaneously, but you have the ortho squares. The other one, you're supposed to block things so that they're separate. And then this one, I don't know. I guess I want to do that. And, okay, this... Yeah, no, this is probably the easiest one. Okay. And this is a secret room, which is supposed to be about the same kind of overall idea as the things in the previous room, except it's a weird backwards combination of those things. We get a row of hot tiles instead of a row of fire traps to use. How is that supposed to work? I pretty much have to block one of them from ever moving, while also making the other one immediately so I need like this spike shape to be maintained, because I need one of them to go north while the other one is not allowed to move. Really evil, huh? Like, this feels like the right way to start. Then I really need that. I really have to have that die, like, right here for this to work. And these golems can't misbehave either. Maybe like that. Now there's another problem. There's no way to kill the last two. How could that work? How could I make room for those two to die without also having this golem and this giant go too far? I don't think that can work. That doesn't seem to leave enough to work with. Maybe something like this. This seems promising, but then they have to die just right for it to be possible. I don't think it's possible to actually make use of the northmost piece of hot tile, which is theoretically fine, since there's more than 8 of them. There's like exactly 1 extra. I don't know, I feel like I was making the closest to progress by having this spike shape exactly like this. The problem is, then there's no way to get those to go north quickly enough, because the golem just gets, the giant that's to the north just gets away too quickly. If I try to bring the Gentrii north, then the giant goes north too and ruins everything. But if I try to put it off and have this giant die first, then it winds up being impossible for the Gentrii to get out of the way for the other 2 golems. Now it's impossible. So I can either kill the last 2 golems, or I can kill the rock giant, not both. And the ortho squares means that this won't work anyway, because of that happened. So am I supposed to somehow magically be able to kill one of them on the westmost pair of hot tiles? Because I don't believe that's really possible. Maybe? Probably not, but maybe. Now those 2 are not really doable. Suppose I try to kill that as north as I can. Then because of the ortho square, it refuses to go south until there. I said north, I meant as far west as I can. I don't really want to come back to this room, since I do want to at some point clean up secrets, and this is a secret room. not merely an optional one. So I don't really want to come back to this room later. Maybe I should just look up what to do here, or ask. Really evil, huh? Well, my first thought, then, lay it out. I think I need to kill a rock giant as far west as possible. Okay, actually, let me roll back. My first assumption is that the room is perfectly symmetric, and it doesn't matter whether I start with the north or start with the south. I can't imagine any reason for that assumption to be wrong, but I want to state it first. After that, my first thought is that I need to kill one of the rock giants as far west as possible, since otherwise there's no way to actually do it. Because of those orthosquares, the rock giant that I kill second could only be killed like within these four at the earliest, I think. But the cleanup doesn't work because of the orthosquares as well. For the other one. There we go. So I can get the rock giants dead. And this is what the main problem is. There's no way, if I've killed both rock giants, then the golem bodies prevent it from being possible to kill the remaining golems. So this is the main issue. If I want to do cleanup, then I have to somehow do it instantly. Also while the other rock giant is trying to move. But there's not any way to do that at the same time. Like if I spend turns trying to get the Gentry to straighten, then I can't finish this rock giant at all. Since the whole problem is the inability to go west. So this partial solution, what's wrong with it? I mean, the obvious thing that's wrong with it is that it leaves some things alive, but obviously, but I'm trying to think about what is wrong with it in the first. What's wrong with it that I can fix, that I can think about fixing? Alright, well, how much control do I have over its shape in the first place? I guess I can do up to that. I have a feeling that, like, orthosquares do something to Gentry chains, which I would have a very hard time explaining or articulating, but I think they do something. In which case, the idea is that, you know, the orthosquares make the room hard, but also provide the solution. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know, this isn't necessarily doing anything different at the orthosquares from what it's doing everywhere else. I guess there's no sense in which these chains are trying to straighten diagonally, so the orthosquares aren't really preventing them from straightening them. Are we sure this room is symmetric? The north side is shorter than the south side. You can go farther south than you can north, and so can the Gentry Eye. I mean, maybe that doesn't matter, but that is weird. If you try to pull the Gentry Eye all the way north, it can't be fully diagonal in that direction. I mean, I guess that shouldn't matter since all of the problem that I'm trying to solve is in the center of the room. But it is seemingly notable. So the right shape. It feels like the right shape should be something like this. Or... no, but... the trouble is... even if I think I have the right shape, it's just seemingly impossible to keep it in that shape. First in this room. The Giants moved before the Gentry Eye, which means that any attempt to fix the Gentry Eye's position so that it's in the way of a giant when it wasn't before won't work. I'm just assuming that that's true for both, but yeah, it is. I don't know, this shape looks like it should be helpful, or its symmetric twin. This allows you to kill the rock giant by way of orthosquare instead of worrying about using the Gentry Eye to do it. But then you somehow have to free up a space to kill the last golem. Yeah. I mean, there's fundamentally only two things I can do. I can either block the golem with the Gentry Eye's, or the giant with the Gentry Eye's body to kill the giant, or I can block the giant with the orthosquares to kill the giant. And if I'm going to block the giant with the orthosquares, then that has to be one of the first things that happens. I have to have 4 tiles on each side for the giant's bodies to exist on. So the only option is that the Gentry Eye's chain has to go through here, at least at the very end it does. So at some point, the expectation is that the chain is here and there are rock golems on both the west and the east of the chain. So if I'm supposed to do that, then there's no way that I could kill the giant on the orthosquare. Because trying to do that means that I give up the westmost tile. So what shape could conceivably help with this? I have to start with a chain somewhere on this tile, and I have to end with a chain on that tile. When do I have an opportunity to move the chain? I mean, isn't that right? I have to start with a chain there, because one of the giants has to die exactly there. And I have to end with the chain over here, because I need there to be 4 tiles available on the west and on the east, in order for all of the golems to die. But there just isn't time to reconfigure it, because instantly, the the exact turn that the rock giant first dies, the other one is already going around, if the chain is only right there. I mean, I can't prevent the rock giant from moving east unless there is a chain right there. So I don't see how this is supposed to work then. I guess I could try to keep that one from moving, but like that? Into the north ortho square. Like that? Shaped like that? I'm not really sure how that's helpful, but try it. This doesn't look very helpful. Or wait, what did you mean first three? First three would be these three, right? Not the one that's on the wall that I can't control anyway. Yeah, so that must be the first three. But going up onto the orthosphere doesn't seem particularly helpful. Unless it goes way north. Like that, maybe? How do I fix it from here? I guess. That doesn't do anything for the giant on the north side. Like, at this point, I need to go west. I need to go south. Like, I have to go south to set things up for... I don't know. Like this? That doesn't seem like it'll keep the North Giant in place at all. Or, do you mean like this? I don't know. Like, that keeps it in place, but has a lot of other issues. The delay between stream makes it hard to say. The first one would have been this one. But this one doesn't keep the North Giant anywhere. That I can tell. It just keeps going. The stream delay makes it really hard to know what's being said. This one, that one. Yeah, no, he will not stay in position if it's like that, so maybe this. He'll kind of stay in position like this. Chain goes southeast immediately from the ortho square. If the chain is here from there, then the giant won't actually stay in position. If it's here and then there, if it's like this, 7, 8, 8, 7, 9, 8. 7, 8, 8, 7, 9, 8. A bucket. I mean, the delay is obviously not your fault. It's just like, oh, okay. It makes it hard to understand things sometimes. Okay, that kind of bucket, I guess, makes sense. But then... then what? If I start trying to pull the golems into position, the giant gets away. If I start trying to pull the golem into position, then the giants get away. Yeah. I mean, I certainly can't have it doing that. If I allow this to straighten now, then that gets rid of all the golems, but the giant gets away. I guess I could do that, but that doesn't actually help anyway. When the thing that is keeping the giant from moving is the Gentry Eye, trying to move the Gentry Eye into a position that will make the giant die where it's supposed to becomes impossible. Because the giant just gets away while I'm trying to rearrange it. So I'm not really sure how this shape is supposed to help, really. I mean, I can see how it keeps that giant in place, but then there's nothing I can do after this, after exactly this step. I don't see what I can do after this point. Or is getting to this point the mistake? I guess I don't really see what else there is to do if I have that shape besides reach this point. Like, I can't go too far south or everything will break. And I can't go too far north or everything will break. And I can't stand still or everything will break. Like, if the giant is in that bucket, then the gentry eye is like that. The gentry eye is placed where I can't really fix anything about its position. Are you sure this is the right shape? Like, that seems like it's too far east. Like, if the giant is that far east, then there's nothing I can do at that point. Unless it's already... Like, if I could instantly snap the entire gentry eye to be along this diagonal from here... Huh? That makes a lot more sense, at least. If it's possible to do that. Then it starts straightening the wrong way around. And this be finished from that. This seems to be the same issue as always, where I would need to teleport the gentry eye to the other side of the golems, of these eastern golems, to give those golems somewhere to die. And if I don't try to do that, then I just wind up pulling the giant out of the bucket. Like, now there's no way to change where the chains are at the end. So, that can't be it. Like, are you sure there's enough space for that shape? It doesn't seem like there is enough space for this to work. Oh, there we go, I think. That's extremely fiddly and specific. I couldn't even describe what I did to fix that. What did I do right? And somehow this was a third place tie or something? I guess the first place has got a lot of scores tied there. So, I didn't want that. So after getting this very specific fiddly position, you have to... I don't know, that seems... You do it north, south, north, south, south, north, wait, south. Alright, I guess some part of that I just wasn't doing right. I don't know which part, though. I guess I wasn't waiting when I should have been waiting. Alright, I'm really glad that's not part of this main room. Even if I did wind up doing it anyway, as a secret room, still. What's the deal here? So we've got a mimic. The capacity to place decoys. My end goal is obviously probably to break this wall and I guess drop the trapdoor. which would let me leave. Get rid of that decoy. Open this. Okay, sure. Yeah, so the way things start, you start invisible. Oh. How? What? How are the decoys even supposed to help if that happens? Like, what? How is a single decoy supposed to be helpful if I can't even place them anywhere? Wait, am I supposed to be able to place them here, I guess? I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. Let's put decoys down. So they bring the Gentry out of the way. And how can I even start this? Like I guess I need the Gentry Eye's head to come over behind the Mimic for it to even be possible to begin to move. Then I need the Gentry Eye to get out of the way. And that will work, apparently. Yes, in theory that should work, but there's no way to actually make that work. Like, I really don't have enough decoys to move the Gentry Eye more than basically once. I have to put it behind the Mimic, and then I have to get it out of the way. Those are the only two things that I can do with it. Like, after that, trying to put the Gentry Eye somewhere else. It's just gonna put it in the way. But I don't... Like, there's no way to go farther north than this. Like, that is as much northwardness as I can get. Yes, this might be doable from here, maybe? If I can put the Gentry Eye like that. Okay. Oh, no, that's not enough. And there is no way to get any more. What? Like, I don't... Guess that's the idea. But then there's no way to get its chain out of my way. Like, that spends all of the turns that I have just to get it to straighten into the right position. If I do this so that I have as much time as possible. Then it dies before I can do anything with it. And it's impossible to reach the trapdoor. Completely impossible. There is no... like, there's nothing else I can do other than what I just did. There's no time to do anything else. There needs to be a fourth decoy for this to be possible. Like, if I give this the absolute maximum of time, that doesn't help because the Mimic is just stuck here anyway. And there's nothing I can do. And giving a decoy here more time won't do anything for me either. I just have to spend most of that time waiting around anyway. And then I can't move anymore. Like, this is the most that can possibly be done. There is no way to use the decoy to do any more than I can. Like, there's no way to reach the broken wall and get the Gentry Eye off, because I need a fourth decoy for that. Like, I have to wait around for the Gentry Eye to straighten, and then I have to go back as far as possible, and by the time that I do that, the decoy is already dead. Like, there's nothing I can do to modify this solution to make it work. There's certainly nothing I can do to save like 6 turns to get all the way up here with the decoy still alive. Like, it has to go at least that far west, because I have to be able to move. There's not enough time. This is impossible. There is always a Gentry Eye chain in the way, no matter what you do here. There's not enough time to solve the room. There needs to be a fourth decoy for this to be possible. Like, what even could I be missing? There's literally not enough resources in the room to solve it. without toggling and keeping that. Then this does something. Sure. That closes that. Well, I'm pretty sure that I'm supposed to put this here somewhere. And okay. Like, there's no way for me. Okay. I can't do that. The only way that I... Now, does that work? No. Like, what? The only way that I could keep it from straightening is if its chain is not on the door at all. Because there's no way to put it on a door that's diagonal to the place where it needs to be staying. I don't know, can I, like, put it inside one of these? Maybe? So that I'm not in front of it? Is that the idea? Because then it should stay if I'm not in front of it. I guess that's the idea. And then this reopens that. And what? Actually, what? Like this? What's the point of opening those doors? There's no... How do I open these? Oh. Okay. Okay, I just opened this. Open that. And set up exactly the same thing so that it's not facing me. Fine. So just put it in exactly the same place, basically. Should work. Something like it. Wait. Oh. Okay. So I want it to not be facing me until I'm past the door. So I solved that part by accident earlier. But what I'm really supposed to do then is make sure that it's going towards this corner in particular. Okay. I guess that can be done. Wait. No. Okay, so not that corner, but this one. Yeah, that one. That one. Okay. This one's perfectly tractable. Why is the one with the mimics so impossible? I don't know. I guess different things will be difficult to different people. Yeah? Okay. Alright. what are we doing here, then? I guess the point here is that it won't straighten if you don't stand still. It won't straighten if it can move, is the point here, I suppose. Which I've already theoretically, quote-unquote, learned. What is my actual goal in this part? Well, we have this, which is opened by that. This is toggled, this is toggled. This opens that. This is opened by that. What about this? This closes that. Why do I care about closing that? So I want this on and then off. I want this, this closes that. So I guess I want it to not press that yet. I'm supposed to have a position like this. I don't know. Apparently that's wrong, but I don't really understand why. How do I actually open this? This opens that, so I'm supposed to press this after that gets held down, I guess. I don't know how this is supposed to work. Like, the point of the rest of this room is that if you keep it moving, then it won't straighten. But that doesn't seem to be the point of this part, because it's impossible to keep it moving here. No matter what you do, it winds up pinned on this plate. And then straightening causes it to instantly close the door that I need to stay open. Just instantly, with nothing I can do to prevent it. I guess that's a little bit less instant. Like, there's a big difference between this level will teach you about chain straightening behavior, and this level will test your absolute perfect expert knowledge about chain straightening behavior. Those are two completely different things. I don't, like, what? What am I supposed to be accomplishing with this part? What kind of shape am I supposed to be creating? What thing is the shape supposed to do? It's supposed to somehow make it stay on this plate for at least several turns worth of straightening. Did I do it? No, because now it won't stay on that plate. What did I... How is that supposed to be possible then? Is that it? That's also not it. How? What? So... in what conceivable way could it get off of this plate without getting off of that plate at the same time? Like, there's nothing there's no way to create that situation. Do I just need to open that? No, then it doesn't straighten at all. So opening that doesn't work. But opening this doesn't work either. So nothing works. As far as I can tell, nothing works. There is no way to make it on this plate and then off this plate without it also getting off this plate and closing everything down. Like, I don't even understand how I made it so that it kind of tries to stay on this plate in the first place. Because before I was always getting this, and now I'm getting this again. Why? What is even the difference? Well, this makes absolutely no sense to me. I suppose I'm meant to just guess at random shapes until one of them happens to work? Like, I don't see how else this room is supposed to be solved at this point. It's not really about anything that the level isn't about. The whole level is about chain straightening. That doesn't really give me anything to go off of. Like, yeah, the chain straightens in some chaotic way, and I'm supposed to somehow control it to behave in a very specific way. I went back and did the early parts of the room, and they didn't really tell me anything new. Let's review then. Here, we see that it doesn't straighten unless I'm off to one side of it, which I was already well aware of from previous rooms. Here we see that it stops straightening if it can't move, if it can't try to move, which, sure, whatever. Here we see that it won't continue to straighten if I'm moving, which I also already knew. And which doesn't help me because the problem I'm facing is one where it is not a, like, this part says, oh, it won't straighten if it can't move, or if you keep moving it up and down. But that's completely irrelevant to the problem in the north part of the room, because I can't, you know, it's, once I'm trying to solve this part of the room, it's stuck in one place and it can't move. So that middle part doesn't tell me anything about this, about what to do here. As far as I can tell, it's not relevant to this at all. And the first part down here didn't tell me anything that I didn't already know either. It just told me that it won't straighten unless I'm in a place where it would try to go towards me, like where a roach would try to slide towards me, which is also something that I already know. I mean, I knew that too, but there's no actual way to make use of that here. The only thing that closes a door, that closes this door, is the Gentry's own body. And there's no way to position it so that that door is closed and its body is on the door. So that also doesn't seem very helpful. Like, am I supposed to straighten it like that? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Maybe? I don't know. That doesn't seem like it would actually solve the problem, though. Considering that the main problem here is toggling this while leaving that closed, but after I press this is when I want that to be pressed. That doesn't seem like that should help. Like, closing this door on it to make it stay the same shape behind would let me not press this, but I have to press this at some point, so that doesn't seem like it can help. If all I do is lock it in position so that it's going to... Never mind the fact that that's, like, not working. Once I get past this point, it's not working anyway. And it has to be long enough to do this. But now it won't close the door on its tail anyway, so it doesn't matter. Maybe a different trajectory to make it actually do that. Okay. Like, yeah, that doesn't help. For one thing, now I'm back in the same problem of not being able to make it hold this door open long enough. But for another, even if I could make it hold this door open, the fact that this is closed on it means that it's never going to press this button, which I need it to press. So I don't... like, this doesn't seem helpful at all. Like, you can do that, but it doesn't actually achieve anything. Not the least because I can't even enter this area that's supposed to check the solution. This opens it. This closes a bunch of things that I need to be open. And I don't know. So, like, this door needs to stay open for it to stand here, for it to let me in. So I can't have it press this until the Gentry is already on this button. But if it's on that button, then... like, if my goal is... if I want it... I need it to press this button first, and then after it presses this button, then it's supposed to press that one. And if I'm supposed to be doing that, then keeping the back end of it fixed doesn't help me. I need the back end of it to move to press this button. So closing this door on it so that its back end doesn't move doesn't look helpful at all. And there's nothing I could do to, like, open this and reclose it after it's pressed this button. Because if it presses this button, then it's not going to move anyway. Like, the constraints are backwards. If what I was supposed to do was fix it on this button, and then go through this corridor, and then press this, like, if I was supposed to fix it on this button by having it close this door on itself, then that should have been something that I do before I open, I don't know. That's asking for an awful lot out of one single turn. I don't think there's a shape that does that. You shouldn't regret trying to teach this. It's just that it is inherently very hard, I think. How could it ever... Okay, if I try to remember what straightening means. The Gentry wants to go west. If it were going west, then the chain... Should I... do that? that it? Well, that's not it. Oh, it didn't close on me. Okay. You actually slammed the door on itself this time. Which way around should it go to do that? Well, now it's not pressing the plate that it should press. Okay. Okay. Whew. That's a win. What's this? Have it press those things. Oh, wait, what does all this do? This is pressed when you open that, and that closes all of that. For just a second, these hot tiles looked like they were being affected by this, like they were more fire traps being affected by that. I think I'm getting a little mentally tired from staring at things. Okay, so this is not a big deal. This is just, you get to turn the fire trap on for one turn and then you turn it off. And that is one of the last things you do after entering this exit, finish the room area. So this is a set it up kind of room. The idea is to do something that puts everything in the perfect positions so that everything dies. I guess I should start from here. So we probably want the Gentry to be on that door. I guess I just want the Gentry on all the doors, right? I mean, if that's what I want, then surely that ought to be easy to achieve, in theory. So at this point, I guess we need to race, kind of. So I need to do this so that the roach will press that. Okay, it's not so much racing, but it's like a weird extra constraint situation. How could I make it stay on both of those doors at once? Do I need it to? Why would I need it to be on this door? Would I? Oh, shoot. I wasn't paying enough attention. I need to keep the Gentry from pressing one of those plates in the process of the roach pressing those plates. So I should do something like this. Okay. I don't think I need to worry about this door. What does this door even do for me? Probably nothing. So I'll leave it be. This plate does that door. So at this point, I want to pull the Gentry all the way south, and then try to make the roach go press that plate. So I think I can do that. Somehow. Okay. Do it like that. Alright, and now this roach's job is presumably done, so it can just go to the hot tile and die. And the last thing is that the Gentry should be locked up on this plate. Oh, well, I created a problem at some point. This needs to be a very specific way. How can it be like that? It's always going to straighten like that, isn't it? This seems wrong. I probably am supposed to have it diagonally across these two tiles, but how is that supposed to be possible? Maybe I'm not supposed to close the door onto that. Okay. Okay. So this door, it's not supposed to be pinned to, but it is supposed to... This door is here to help latch that into the right shape. Okay. Like that. Okay, now this roach's job is done correctly, and it can go be happy with its hot tile. And then this is to go like this. Okay. That should be right, probably. Then... Oh, okay. That requires something else specific, I guess. So once I'm rid of... Done your job. Once I'm rid of this roach, what I need is for this to do something. Am I really done with the roach, or do I need it to somehow latch this into the right position? I probably need it to do that. So what I need... is something like that, maybe? And now the roach's job is done. Hopefully. Now that one will do that. Die on the hot tile. And I messed something else up. Okay. Huh. So in between that one and this one, it needs to do a little V shape. How can I make it do that? Maybe I just... Okay. Maybe this is all it messed up. Since now I can do this. Put things in position here. Looks a different. I'm starting to talk a little incoherently, sorry. But at least I kinda know what I'm talking about. Kinda. There we go. Okay. And then this roach should be used to do something. I think if it's like between the two states that I want. That's it, I think. Yeah, that should be. Okay. Ah, man. I keep messing up things in the prior. Okay, here. This. What do I do here? How do I make that behave? I made this behave before, but I don't remember exactly how. Oh, I've got the wrong one. Okay. I've got it pinned to the wrong one again, that's why. But... So... what I need to do is somehow get this roach into position. Not let it go too far to the east. Because this has to be exactly a zigzag, just down and then instantly back up again for that to work. And the only way for that to happen is if this roach is directly in the way of the chain, so that it straightens into that zigzag. But this roach... how can I make it go... Okay, that... That's where it needs to be, but it has to stay there. How can I make it stay there? While straightening the chain into the right place. Like, it needs to stay exactly right there. For an extra turn beyond where it's when it's. But there's no other way for that to work, is there? This is closed by that plate, so the roach has to be here when that's there. This room should really be a lot nicer than it is, because it's just a setup room. Like, you just put the gentry in the right places, but you have this awful roach manipulation built into it for some reason. Like, we couldn't have had something without the awful roach manipulation part? Is it even possible to do that? Like, to have the roach in the right position and stay there while I go up and make the chain straighten back up so that it's in the right place? But I have to do that. There's no other way for this to work. Does it need to go like this? It can't go like this. It'll get stuck there, and that's no good. No, it has to go down and instantly straight back up. Otherwise, this can't work. Okay, maybe it's not supposed to be on that one, and it's just supposed to go around it. Is that even possible? I don't think it is. I can't make it go farther north than that, because that would involve just going straight north, which isn't a thing that it can do. When did I close that door? Ah. Didn't want to close that door. Like, these ortho squares really make this a pain, because there's no way to pull the roach around without also making the chain straight, which is not what I want to happen. Well, maybe I'm not supposed to use that hot tile at all. There's no reason why one hot tile can't be the home of two different roaches, right? So maybe I should just do this. And no, that won't work. Because I'm stuck to the northeast, that can't work. It would have to be like that and then stuck. It would have to be like this, and then it would have to go south exactly right here. But I can't do that because both of these are closed at the same time. Or I can't do that because there's nothing, like, the only way... Yeah, the only way to make it work here is if it goes around this one. So if I'm trying to block these tiles, it would have to go up and back down again, which is not possible to do. There. Okay. That somehow is what I was missing. I don't really know how I fixed it, but it's fixed. So, good. Okay. Then I just need to do this, and do exactly whatever it was that I was doing before. I think that works, probably. If I keep it from straightening before I press the plate, at least. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. That last trick of making the roach go into a V shape was very hard to make happen. Oh man, this level continues, doesn't it? And it continues this way, too. Alright, I didn't really want to come back to Wrecking Yard after running into it today, but it's apparently like a 20-room level or something. We've already exceeded the 12 that I would think of as average level size. I mean, not some kind of statistical average, but as like, oh, it's a normal level, it's just 12 rooms big. And I haven't figured this one out, and so there's this and things that join to this, and there's this and another one off past it. I think I better call it for today. Everything is starting to blur together a little bit, and I can feel that I'm talking a lot less coherently because I've been trying to talk for 2 hours straight now. 3 hours straight at this point. So, for now, thank you for watching. Farewell. Hopefully, I won't forget half of what I'm supposed to have learned from this level so far at this, coming back. I think I'll stream normally next week, but it's, I'll have to get back about that to figure that out. Anyway, but farewell for now. Thank you for watching. And have a great night, or whatever time of day it actually is.